Only a few stops by tram from Prague city center is located one of Prague's most interesting sites. A former seat of the Czech kings, a baroque fortress and a beautiful park with amazing panoramic views all around the city. Welcome to Vyšehrad Castle. The oldest archaeological finds in Vyšehrad Castle date back to 10th century, when we know that here used to be a fortified acropolis or fortified settlement of the Duke of Bohemia. The famous chapter in Vyšehrad's history started in year 1070 when Vratislav II, the Duke of Bohemia, decided to move here after disagreement with his brother Jaromír, the Bishop of Prague. That disagreement most likely led him to establishment of the St. Peter and St. Paul's Basilica and the Vyšehrad chapter, which is directly subordinate at Rome, not to the Bishop of Prague. 15 years later, Vratislav II was coronated here as the first Czech king. In the years to come, Vyšehrad chapter was broadly supported by the Czech nobles and kings, and its provost held high clerical roles in the Czech kingdom, such as the Chancellor of the Czech king. After suffering heavy damages in 1249 during the war between King Wenceslas I and his son Přemysl Ottokar II, it was completely revived during the reign of King Charles IV, who decided to transform Vyšehrad into a representative seat of the Czech kings, as well as important pilgrimage site for the pilgrims from all over Europe. The majestic renovation didn't last for long, as it was again almost completely destroyed during the Hussite Wars in year 1420. In following centuries, a new settlement flourished within the old walls of the Vyšehrad Castle, but that was about to change right after the 30-year War. In year 1650, Emperor Ferdinand III approved a plan to turn Prague into a baroque fortress. New, modern walls, including casements, were built, which were later on modernized during the French occupation of Prague between years 1741 to 42 during the Wars of the Austrian Succession. Afterwards, Vyšehrad ended up with walls which are up to 80 meters tall and 4.5 meters thick, and a system of casemates which in total goes for 1,017 meters. These days you can visit a museum called National Cultural Monument Vyšehrad, where they can take you through the casemates and introduce you into their history and how they worked. Let's have a look. One of the main attractions is a stunning Gorlice Hall, which is used as a gathering ground for the soldiers. In these days it's used for exhibitions and houses 6 of the original statues from the Charles Bridge. A unique part of Vyšehrad's casemates is a section which was used during the World War II as air raid shelters and SS infirmary. Follow me. On your visit to Vyšehrad, you shouldn't miss out on St. Peter and St. Paul's Basilica. An old church used to stand here already in 10th century. However, current beautiful neo-Gothic, richly decorated appearance is from the beginning of 20th century. Right next to it, we can find a Vyšehrad cemetery, where are buried all the rich and famous of our country. At the back of the cemetery is also located Slavín, a big crypt dedicated to all the famous Czech nationalists of the end of 19th and the beginning of 20th century. This was Vyšehrad Castle, one of Prague's most interesting sites, a little off the beaten path, but definitely worth a visit. So, are you going to make it your next stop when visiting Prague?